can't see. I'm gonna hope for the best. We'll see what happens. So you want, let me Control Z here. So your B button, which is green, you want the left side of it to be lined up with the very middle of the pillar, or the seam that joins the two places. So right about here. All right, let's go back to the seam with the emulator. There we go. Now, let's line this up, shall we? Usually we're not gonna have the slingshot. So you see my B button there, the seam, and this is about good, right? It is not super precise, it's not pixel perfect. Sometimes you can be a bit far left, a bit far right, but the setup is easy enough that you can retry without much time loss. Alright, so once you've lined up, hopefully I have the correct position here, you're going to do a neutral roll. For that you're going to hold target and press A once. And now you have to press forward and A at the same time. That could be hard to do, so what you can do is you press pause, then you hold forward on your controller, unpause, and spam A. And there you go. Easy every time. So let's do it one more time. Now fast, so you line up with the ball, you walk left until you're past the seam, hold forward, keep rolling up until Link stops moving, then you're in the right position, 2 backflips, 1 right hop. Now what can happen, and happens in my controller a lot, is instead of doing a right hop I do a right roll, and that fucks up the setup, so we're going to do it again. There we go, 2. Okay, now we line up. Too far, this seems good. Now neutral, pause, hold forward, unpause, spam A, and didn't work. So we try again. Line up, go past the seam. There we go, now you hold forward and spam A. He stopped going. Now 2 backflips. Line up. Neutral. Pause. Hold forward. Spam A. Didn't work again. Wow. I guess I was too far to the right there if you ask me on the last attempt. Yeah, I'm having trouble here, guys. Let me do it once again. I'm not used to doing this with the Kokiri sword equipped, if I'm honest. Usually the button is transparent, which makes it a bit easier for me to line up. No excuses, let's get this. Seems good. Hold forward, spam A. There we go, it worked. Alright, so to be honest with you, it's not a hard trick. I don't get it 100% of the time, but I would say get it 90% of the time for sure. What you can do to save some time as well is you can come here, which you're going to do anyways, right? You're going to light up this torch, and then you can do flame storage on this here, which you can do like we've seen in the graveyard. So now I'm going to use like bomb jumping here just so we can get this going faster. Now you do your B1 skip there, or you bomb jump, doesn't matter really. And when you come up here, you just pull out your stick, and it's already flaming. So you can go down and face normal. You don't need to push the block at all. So that allows you to do Deku Tree in like 5 to 6 minutes pretty easily. Alright, so that is B1 skip. Let's go for the next trick. This is gonna be a Baron Dodongo. So first of all, I wanna be a Dot, and I wanna go to Dodongo's Cavern from Trail. Now you're gonna use this trick on you're gonna use it very sparsely. There are two cases where you want to do this trick. One is when you see that Dodongo's Cavern is it's barren, so all checks in Dodongos are don't have anything, right? So you can just go through with it. And or if you came to Dodongos without explosives, you came with say strength upgrade or hammer, and then you made your way up to that check up there. You did it or you didn't. You did it with a hammer or you didn't do it if you just had the strength upgrade. And now you've pushed up the pillar or not, and you wanna come up on the second time once you found your bombs or everything, and you wanna light up the dongle. Right, so you don't wanna go up the pillar and do the whole ordeal. So what can you do? Well, if you have Bombchus, you need 2 for this. You can just come down here. Now, I haven't done this in a while, so we'll see if this works. You line up with this, there's this wall here, and the other one, there's this gap here, so you line up with a gap. Now, you use your sword twice. There we go. Now, you should turn to your left. There we go. Now, you want to pull out a Bombchus, let it go immediately, pull out another, wait for 3 flashes, and let it go. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4. I don't remember the number of flashes. That's my issue here. 1, 2. Yeah, 2 flashes. There we go. Oh, I forgot to save state. That's a shame. Let me reset the ROM here and we do it again. So it's 2 flashes. Sorry about that. So let's warp to Dodongo's Cavern from trail. Want to pull out my choose. Want to pull out my hammer. There we go. I'm gonna fast forward here, just so we see this. Good stuff. Now I'm gonna save state. There we go. So let's do it once again. Come up to this wall here. 1, 2. Shoot turn. There we go. First 2 immediate. Second 2 flashes. 1, 2. Oh, I see what the problem was. You have to have some spacing between the twos, like 1, 2. Now it works. Good stuff. So let's see what timing would be good here. 1, 2, shoot, turn. There we go. So you need to wait a little bit in between the 2 chews, otherwise the second chew is going to explode while the first one is during the animation and it's not going to count. So yeah, like I don't do this trick very often, as you can see. It's not... I think this is good. You're using it more occasionally than anything, but it can save you a hefty amount of time, especially if the Dodongo's Cavern is barren. Alright? So there we go, it's immediate, and then 2 flashes for the next one. What do we want to do here? I want to show one trick that I did on my previous video in the Jabu Jabu from Fountain, right? Okay, so pull out my boomerang, my slingshot here. They're gonna hit me for sure. Let's get to the room here. Good thing I can just fly here, so hopefully don't have to do the whole dungeon. There we go. So you've done the whole dungeon, you come up here and you wanna face Barinade. What can you do? Well, if you have a slingshot, the setup that I really prefer, let me save state here. It should do that switch up there in a fast manner, right? So what you want to do here is, oh my god, okay, let me load state here. As you come up through the door, I just came up through the door here, you want to side hop to your right once and then backflip. You are in the perfect position to pull out your slingshot and just about hit the, a bit lower, a bit higher. There we go. You're just about in the perfect position to hit the switch there. And once you do that, good stuff, you just come up here, you can, well, you can miss the jump for me, but you can jump up here and grab it, and there you go, you're facing Barinade. If you don't have the slingshot, there is a setup here that I'm not too familiar with. Let's see if I can get it. I think you look right about here, I'd say. Yeah, I don't remember. I've done this in the past, but after I learned the slingshot technique, I never bothered using the boomerang one. But basically you stand on the very edge there, look up to a specific spot, throw the boomerang, side hop twice to your left, and you get the item. So unfortunately I'm not going to be able to show that to you guys. But yeah, let's keep going. So next one I want to show here as I go to adult. And this one is a very important one, I'd say. Selling Crush Room is really good. Okay. So this is in logic for standard settings. It's really something that you want to know how to do. Nice. So suppose you have the bow as you come inside the forest temple. Let me kill this Octorok here as well so he doesn't bother us. There we go. So if you have a bow, you're going to come out this door here after shooting the switch there. You kill the Deku Jabu with the jump slash, come over here, shoot your hookshot in that chest, get it, get the Skulltula, and then you want to climb up there. Say you don't have Song of Time. So what do you do then? If you have Song of Time, you can come through the other side and then go through that platform there, climb the vines. This is the vanilla way of doing the dungeon. And then you press the switch on that platform over there. Right, but more often than not, you're going to have the bow and not have Song of Time. What do you do then? This is an expected trick. You want to come up to this wall and you want to line up with this. It's kind of hard to tell. There's this line here that separates these two blocks. You're going to line up to it, backflip once, and you're going to neutral roll forward once, pull out your hookshot, aim all the way up until you see the red spots, shoot and hold up. If you miss, like me, maybe it's another seam like this one. I never remember which one is. It's more to the right. This is not going to work. It worked. Well, nice. Yeah, so it's gonna be like this seam over here in between the two blocks. So you line up to it, backflip, neutral, hookshot, aim all the way up, shoot, hold up. There we go. You can reach this without the long shot and keep going your way through the forest temple. It's a very simple trick, alright? Just make sure that you practice it a little bit, but if you miss, it's no big deal. Just you're gonna line up again, try once, try twice, and you're gonna get it pretty easily for sure. Yeah, for sure it's this seam here, this one. I guess there's this. You see, there's a slope going downwards here, and another one going downwards here, and there's this spot that joins them both. I guess if you stand right on top of it and do it. Yep, that's the spot. Right, so there you go. It's going to be this joining spot here, this vertex, which joins the two slopes coming up. What else do you want to do? Force backdoor with hovers. Let me think. Okay, let's get to that spot here. We're going to fly for a little bit. Wait a second while I get to the room that I'm intending to show you guys. As Link screams. Very much so. Alright, so as you come to this door here, continuing your forest temple adventure, you're gonna come up the stairs. And you're gonna come up these stairs and push the blocks, everything. There is the backyard part, the back door of the courtyard there that I shown. There are two checks there. Actually, there's one check there. There's the chest with the Floormaster. There's a Skulltula there. And you're only going to be able to get there if you have a bow, because you need to shoot the eye switch, which is above us. What if you don't have a bow? Well, you can do this. So you're going to come to this part here. As Navi talks to me, pointing out very obvious stuff. And now what you want to do is you want to get to that platform there. If you have hovers, you can do it really easily. You just come up here, you line up your hilt. This is not precise at all. You line up the sword hilt that's on the B button there to the platform, right about here. Now you're going to equip your hovers, which in the rando is much faster. Hold forward and just keep rolling. And there you go. You make it every time. You can also make it from the upper part, right there. But, I mean, it's slower, so you might as well come from here. And this enables you to do one additional check, which is the Floormaster, without having the bow. And also you can get a free Skulltula. Then this guy here, usually like throwing a nut as they come in. Especially if you don't have magic. What? Hello? The hovers are... Hang on, let me take off the hovers. Alright. When they come in, stun him with a nut. Problem is my targeting. Now they all came, just stun them with the nuts again, kill all three. There we go. Not the fastest room I've done in my life, but you get the idea. Just stun with the nuts, jump slash, stun again, and power crouch stab the three little hands, or you can do a spin attack and get them all on the first try. Let's go for the next trick. This is going to be Hoverless Volvagia. Very useful trick. Very, very useful. I'm gonna equip my Ground Tonic here, just so I have a little bit more time. So say you came into Fire Temple, it's a medallion, you need to do it. It's your last medallion. Like, there you go, just enter Fire Temple, you come in here, you're excited. I have to see the Runia. Let's wait for the Runia to talk. He talks quite a lot. Okay, the Runia. There we go. Right. So you came here. This is your last medallion. Say you had a free medallion. Then it was Deku Tree and Jabu and Dodongo's Cavern and Water Temple. So it's been going very fast. You're very excited. You're going to get a sub 2 hours. Then you come up here. You want to make to this platform. You just pull out your sword. Do a jump slash. This is the first check you're going to do in Fire Temple. Obviously, you don't have the hammer. Keep in mind, oh actually sorry, you don't have hover boots. So you go up, press this button and bam, boss key right there. Now what do? You don't have hovers, because of course if you have hovers here, If you have the hammer, you can do the whole temple and pull out the pillar that is up there, but come on, who's gonna do that? If you have hovers, of course, you're just gonna do this. But if you don't have hovers, well, are you SOL? Are you gonna have to do the whole temple? Well, of course not. What you do is this. You climb up here, line up to the wall, you're gonna roll into the wall once. Now you should turn to your right. Now you side hop to your left. Pull out the camera, and you want your sword hilt to be lined up with the. You see this line here? There's this line here with the kind of a drawing. You want it to be lined up, kind of right there. Sometimes it doesn't work, but they just keep trying, and then you just roll forward and jump, and he's gonna grab. Sometimes it doesn't work first time, as you saw, so just keep at it. Side hop. There we go. And you make the jump. And now you're good. You just go and fight Volvagia normally. So that is pretty good, right? You can. Let's do that trick once again. Go into the wall. Make sure to line up your camera. Side turn, side hop. Line up, jump, and there we go. Right, so one thing that happens very frequently to me here is I want to do Fire Temple as soon as possible. I have the hammer, I have bombs, but I don't have the Goron Tonic. So as soon as I enter here, I'm gonna be on a countdown timer. So what can I do? I can go up there. There are 2 fairies there. Usually 1 fairy is more than enough, right? So now I'm gonna equip my hammer here, bombs, and usually the bow, but that is just out of precaution. Now we go face Volvagia. Now we see the little animation there. We're gonna see the Volvagia quick kill here, really fast. Platform comes down. Volvagia goes up. Some save state here. Alright, so I'm gonna explain to you guys what we're gonna do. The Volvagia actually has a hitbox on the first platform here, right in front of us, so you wanna drop 7 bombs, not hit Volvagia at all, and then do a jump slash and finish the fight. So let's see how this works. There's 1 bomb. You hit her with a hammer, but keep going. The hitbox is right on the lower left of the platform here. When she shows up on this platform here, it can be really bad, as you guys can see. It's still possible to make it, but it kind of makes it a lot harder. If you hear the sound that she's taking damage, it's working. Now I've thrown 7 bombs, you pull out your sword, jump slash, and probably one of the bombs didn't work there. If you have the Master Sword, it has to precisely be 7 bombs and the sword jump slash. If you have the big orange, you have a bit more leniency. Let's try that again. Let's see if she pops out on a better platform on the second round. You don't want to do damage too fast, but not too slowly either. I don't think that bomb counted, if I'm honest. That one counted. Yeah, that third bomb didn't count. Let's try one more time. That should be somewhat precise the place to drop the bomb here. You can take your time in positioning. That counted. That didn't count. Just gonna pull the big orange to show that we have a bit more leniency here with the big orange. Because it did 6 bombs there and it worked. I'm gonna try one more time with the Master Sword. That worked. That worked. That worked as well. Right. 6, 7. There we go. So if you get all 7 bombs like I did right now, you're gonna get the quick kill. So she never goes up, she never flies, and you get a very good time on your fire temple. So what you want here, you see the platform is kind of an octagon here, as you can see. You want to throw your bombs right on this vertex here, the lower left one. So right around here, right there. You see, if you hear the noise, the bomb worked. So there we go. That is the Volvagia quick kill. Can really be a lifesaver on fire temple runs. I've done fire temple with as low as I think 5 or 6 hearts with a single fairy. So if you do this technique, you're gonna have I think like 45 to 50 seconds. If you don't miss anything, you make it in time. If you die once, it's no problem. The fairy revives you. You're gonna have like 1 minute 30, 1 minute 40 to do it. It's more than enough. Even if she flies once, you throw an arrow. So she comes down immediately, hit her with the hammer and do the final jump slash, and you get it every time. So this makes your fire temple runs much more accessible on the beginning of the seed. Now we're gonna have 2 final tricks here. Let's warp to Shadow Temple here. From graveyard outside boss. Which one I want here? I think I want from graveyard, I suppose. Fortunately, Shadow Temple is quite long and I want to get to a specific room, so is the door closed? Yeah. This first part here is not gonna be the most entertaining, so if you want to skip ahead, feel free to. Inventory amounts. On these skulls here, the real one is always one of the back 3. These first 2 can never be the true ones. Fortunately, I have 8 small keys, so I'm gonna get to the door decently fast. Equip my hovers here. One of the anti-perks I've been playing on the practice room. Of course, you're gonna do these next rooms here. I'm gonna make a video on Shadow Temple eventually, so it's gonna come down to it. But right now, we're just gonna get to the room that I intend on showing. Don't frequently get this. I'm gonna try. Maybe we can save a little bit there with Deku Nuts on these Kotolas. Like, my technique is certainly not the best there, but fine. We get up to this place. Now he talks to us. We ignore her. I'm gonna fly to the room that I actually want to show, which is the Spikes room. Link screams. We ignore him. Get the silver rupees. And we get to the Spikes room, which is the one I want to show. So the Spikes room here, I see lots of people doing, let me save state here. I see lots of people doing the bomb jump here. Well, of course you can push the block, that is the slowest strat possible you could find. You can always pull the block here, do a bomb jump, and then get up here and do, well, you need to push the block twice actually. Now you do a bomb jump and go up here and do the checks. That's really slow though. What you want to do here is just move forward here. Don't get hit. That's a good policy. Wait for this first one here. Now first check you want to do is this chest over here. right? You're gonna get it. Now you're gonna line up with this, and actually, if you backflip onto this, onto the less thick, the thinner part of the spikes here, they actually don't have collision, so you can warp on top of it. So you line up here. As it's coming down, you backflip, and you're on top. Now you jump here, get this chest. Of course, if you need Skulltulas, there's one right below me, which you're gonna do before this. You press the button, another chest is gonna pull up right there. You use your hover boots, or you can go through the platform as well, and get this final chest here, and you get out of the room. So in one single pass, you do all the 3 checks and the Skulltula without stopping. So let's review that. You come over here, get the chest, get out, wait for the spikes to come down, line up, backflip now, get this chest, now equip hovers, and press the button, of course, equip hovers and go to that final check over there. So there you go. This is how you would do this check decently fast, for sure. The spike room here, decently fast. The final trick we're gonna have for this video here is gonna be the Spirit Temple Child Side Flame Storage. So I wanna warp as child to Spirit Temple from Colossus, I guess. Oh my god. I don't remember this at all. Did never remember that Naboru asks her for the silver gauntlets here. Even if fast forward this takes a while, man. Sure thing, Naboru, sure thing. Once again, I'm gonna have a Spirit Temple specific video in the future, but for now we're just gonna focus on the... I don't really need my shield here, so if it burns I don't care too much. And it didn't work, good stuff. Have 8 small keys, so we're pretty good here. So you're gonna get these 2 checks here. Obviously you need to take out the Skulltula for the light, which is gonna enable you to exit the room. And now the 2 things I wanna show here are the fire tricks you can do as Kid. So we're gonna first things first, push this statue. If Spirit Temple is a medallion, doing this as Kid is like very safe, very desirable even. I pull out your sticks, say you don't have a fire source, just come up here, get this fire, go down there, light up one torch, light up the other, and there we go, you get the chest. Now you want to do flame storage here, so just line up with the torch, make sure you pull your torch as it comes through the fire, the statue is already in place. Now the next room where you have to get the silver rupees to light up the torch, that's a very slow room. So you're just gonna come up to the right side here, pull out your stick, it's burning, good stuff. Now you're gonna be decently fast through this room here. Light up the first torch, roll, light up the second torch, keep rolling. and light up the third. And there you go. You just did this room without ever needing to collect the silver rupees. This saves a significant amount of time. You're going to push this block, put it in the sun here, so you can exit and do the iron knuckle. And finally you just kill this guy and get your final check in this chest here. Alright? So those are the tricks I wanted to show you today. Just a quick review here of what we've seen. Let me change my scene here. So we've seen lensless and reverse wasteland. The setup you can use for Bombchus bowling. How you do the pillar jump as adults in Zora River without any kind of items, hover boots especially. How you do the flame storage in Composer's Grave to get that check without any flame source, any fire source. How you do the Gerudo card fight with guard fast, 3 techniques, bow, hookshot and nuts. How you do the B1 skip in Deku Tree. How you use Bombchus to do the Dodongo's Cavern very fast without doing any of the dungeon. You just throw choo-choos and the mouth opens, you go right inside. How you hit the switch before Barinade in a fast way with the slingshot. How you do the vines outside Forest Temple on the courtyard with the hookshot only, without the long shot, and without Song of Time obviously. How you get to the back door with hover boots on Forest Temple. Say if you don't have strength upgrade, for example, and you want to get that check with the Floormaster. How you get to Volvagia's room without hover boots, without hover boots in Fire Temple. How you do the Volvagia quick kill as well using bombs. How you do the Falling Spikes room in Shadow Temple in a decently fast way. And finally, how you use Flame Storage as Kid in the Spirit Temple to do these checks in a very efficient manner. Alright? Well, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna edit this probably and upload it to YouTube, but for now, that's it for me. I'll see you on the next stream. Cheers.